Hi guys. So, we had completed the first chapter rational numbers in the last set of videos. In the NCRT book, if you look at it, the second chapter will be linear equations in one variable. But to better understand the second chapter, linear equations in one variable, you will have to understand the 13th chapter, which is algebraic expressions and identities. So without having a proper understanding of algebraic expression and its related identities, if you come to linear equations, you will find it difficult. So that is the reason in our tutorials, in our videos, we are covering algebraic expressions and identities ahead of linear equations. And then we will come back to linear equations. Okay. So NCRT bookல வந்து ரெண்டாவது சாப்டர் அப்படிங்கிறது linear equations in one variable இருக்கும். ஆனால் அந்த linear equations in one variable நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னா நமக்கு வந்து algebraic expressions and identities அப்படிங்கிற சாப்டர் அதோடைய புரிதல் வேணும். அது இருந்தால் தான் இந்த லீனியர் இக்குவேஷன்ஸை நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்க முடியும். ஸோ அதனால் நம்ம 13th சாப்டர் முடிச்சுட்டு, ஸோ ஆல்ஜிப்ரிக் எக்ஸ்பிரஷன்ஸுங்கிறது 9th சாப்டர், நாட் 13th சாப்டர். ஐ பெக் யுவர் பார்டன். ஸோ அந்த 9th சாப்டர் ஆல்ஜிப்ரிக் எக்ஸ்பிரஷன்ஸை முடிச்சுட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம வந்து செகண்ட் சாப்டர் லீனியர் இக்குவேஷன்ஸை கவர் பண்ணலாம். ஓகே. ஸோ we had seen in our earlier classes expressions of the form x plus 3, x plus 7, etc. These are called algebraic expressions. So expressions of the form x plus 3 or xy plus 7 or x plus 7 are called as algebraic expressions. Now, such an expression, let us take for example x plus 7. Such an expression can have any number of values depending on what value we give for the variable x. So here x is a variable. And number 7 is a constant. So in the algebraic expression x plus 7, the value of x plus 7 will vary depending on the value of x. For example, if you give the value of x as -2 plus 7 becomes 5. So the value of the algebraic expression is 5 when x is -2. When x is 0, then the value of the algebraic expression x plus 7 is 7. When the value of x is, let's say, 5, then the value of algebraic expression x plus 7 becomes 12. If the value of x is, let us say, 2 by 3, then the value of the algebraic expression becomes 23 by 3. Okay. So the value of the algebraic expression x plus 3 will vary depending on the value of x that we provide in the number line. So if we have to represent such an expression in the number line, how do we represent? Let us say x plus 7. So what do we mean? You take any value of x in the number line. From there, you have to jump 7 units. So the value of x can be anything in the number line. So depending on that, x plus 7 will have a corresponding value. So if there is an algebraic expression of the form 3x plus 5, what it means is you take any x. It could be 1 unit or 2 unit. Right? It could be anything. So from there, if it is 2, right, from 0 to 2, if x is equal to 2, then you first jump in the number line 3 times. That will bring you to 6 and then add 5 to it. So you will get the answer 11. See, plotting in the number line is something that you had seen in your 7th standard itself. 6th and 7th standard, you were talking about plotting. You know, this addition, subtraction, everything in the number line. So that is why I am assuming that you have a clear understanding of how to plot in the number line. When I say, okay, you know, x plus 5, you know, you have to take 5 steps. I'm assuming you know how to navigate. Okay. So in any expression, so any algebraic expression contains, I would say, 4 main building blocks. Okay. You have terms, right? Rather than 4, we will say 3 main building blocks. You have terms, you have factors, and you have coefficients. So I repeat, any algebraic expression contains 3 main building blocks: terms, factors, and coefficients. Coefficients can also be called as numerical coefficients. Numerical means number. Numerical coefficient. So, what are terms? See, in the expression 3x plus 5, 3x is a term, 5 is a term. Okay. So in the expression, algebraic expression 3x plus 5, 3x is one term, 5 is another term. In the algebraic expression 4xy plus 3x plus 2, 4xy is one term, 3x is another term, and 2 is the third term. So in the algebraic expression 4xy plus 3x plus 2, 4xy is one term, 3x is another term, 2 is the third term. In the algebraic expression 12x squared y plus 11xy plus 8x plus 1, 12x squared y is one term, 11xy is another term, 8x is the third term, and 1 is the fourth term. So in the algebraic expression 12x squared y plus 11xy plus 8x plus 1, it contains 4 terms. So I hope you have understood what terms are. So terms are the fundamental building blocks of an algebraic expression. Terms are added together to form an algebraic expression. So when I say added, it can also be subtracted. Okay, addition or subtraction. The terms are combined together. Terms are combined together to form an algebraic expression. So an algebraic expression can contain one term, 2 terms, 3 terms, or any number of terms. So an algebraic expression can contain one term, two terms, three terms, or any number of terms. So the terms combined together forms an algebraic expression. In the case of an algebraic expression 7xy plus 5, the first term is 7xy. So it can be written as 7 into x into y. So 7xy are called factors of the term 7xy. These are the three factors of the term 7xy. So 7 is a number, a constant factor, x is a variable factor, y is another variable factor. In the same algebraic expression, the second term is 5. So this term has only one factor, which is 5 itself. So factors are none other than the building blocks of a term. In the case of a term 12x squared y, the factors are 12, x, x, y. X squared is nothing but x into x. And then you have y. So 12, x, y are the factors of the term. In a term, in an algebraic expression, let us say 8xz. 8 is a constant factor. X is a variable factor. Z is another variable factor. So factors are building blocks of a term. Terms are the building blocks of an algebraic expression. The constant factor which is associated with one variable or more than one variable in a term is called numerical coefficient or simply coefficient. So the constant factor associated with a variable, with one or more variable in a particular term in an algebraic expression is called numerical coefficient or simply coefficient. So in the case of let us say 7xy, which is the constant factor associated with one or more variables are x, y, and the constant factor is 7. So 7 is the coefficient of the term 7xy. Okay. So we had covered what an algebraic expression is. An algebraic expression can have many values depending on the value that you provide for the variable in the algebraic expression. An algebraic expression's building blocks is nothing but terms. The building blocks for terms are called factors. The constant factor associated with a variable in a term is called numerical coefficient or simply coefficient. Okay. So in case if you have any doubt, as I had already stated in my earlier emails, you can write to askmentorguru@gmail.com. You can send your doubts to askmentor guru @gmail.com. Okay. Let's meet in our next video.